So I wanted to update the progress of onions. Now let's see, this one back here. Sorry about the shaky camera. This one right here. Yeah, right there is. I put that one in. Which have been a couple of weeks or so. And so I put two in. It's got two big long stalks on it. So, and then that one in the back. This one right here was put in at the same time, and it's not doing as well. So, I'm not sure what's going on with that. And then this is a week old. That one's a week old, and that one's a week old. Tomato plant. I watched a guy on YouTube pick a couple of cuttings off his tomato plant and stuck them in a jar of water. And within time, he had tomatoes growing, so that was interesting. I thought I would give that a shot. Let me see if I can. I wanted to, well, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a couple of flowers growing on it that weren't there when I put it in. Been in there about 3 days, so we'll see how that goes. And let's see, decided I'm going to do the, what do you call those things? Storage bin thing. A lot of people are doing that. I don't have to mess with it so much. You know, just get them rooted, start it on the roots, and then put them in the water. So there's about 7 gallons in there, I think. 6.5 gallons. I put some nutrients in there, some farmers' hydroponic nutrients. I don't get paid to mention farmers, but that's what this one lady that I watch all the time, that's what she uses, and she swears by it. So give it a try. Y'all keep in mind, this is the first time I've done anything like this with any enthusiasm. You know, I guess we've all stuck something in the windowsill and hoped it grow. Most of the time they don't. So I put in 5 holes, filled it up with water and some nutrients. This little plug right here is higher than the rest of them. This hole is higher than the other 4. So it's not quite rich in the water. So I put a plug in it there, you know, from when I drilled the hole out. I put that plug back in to keep the light out as much as I can, and then I'll put something over that hole right there. There's an aerator in there, just a little fish tank aerator. That's what's supposed to keep the water from going stagnant and keeps the algae down. Once you get set up in there, you didn't have to mess with the water anymore. You just leave it go, and then keep an eye on the level. And by the time everything's ready to harvest, the water will be just about gone. Now these onions right here, I put in a day and a half ago. So I mean, they took right off. Let me see if I can. You can pull this out and you can see some root, maybe. Got little tiny roots on there. So, no, let me go back over here to show you the that one's got some pretty good roots on it there. That one's about a week old, I guess. And that one here, the one that's not doing so well, and it's only got like one little root hanging out of it there. And I'm not sure why. Now, leave it alone, see what happens. And then the others have got some pretty good roots on them too. This cabbage or lettuce, they say, you know, you just cut off what you're going to use for cooking or eating and all that, and then put the bottom back in a jar with some nutrients, and it will start growing. But it's not. There's no roots on this at all. So, nothing. And then the top is starting to get dried out, all that turning brown. So, you know, like I said, it's all an experiment. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably go later get another bag of romaine. That's what that is romaine lettuce. And, you know, cut the bottom off and see if we can get it to go again, grow some more. I wanted to, well, there's an issue with my email. I changed over to a VPN, virtual private network, and some email is having trouble getting through the firewall and all that. So if I've missed an email or two, I apologize. I'll, you know, just keep sending them if you are. I'm working on it. So I don't know what else to say about that. Oops. I've had some issues here that have made me a little bit wary of what's going on with my computer. So it kind of looks like maybe there's been some hits on it or something, but there's no viruses or anything like that. I'm pretty well protected that way, but you know, I changed the password and all that like you're supposed to do. So anyway, other than that, it's just been one of those weeks I'm extremely concentrating on the plants. You know, like I said, I've never done this before, and so it's all new, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can, watching other people's videos and all that. There's a little bit disappointed, you know, because, you know, some people show their plants and they're, you know, astronomically huge and they're producing and all that, and well, you've seen I got some scraggly little onions growing. That's about it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing anyway, and everything is still you know, in the works. You know, the pottery and the telescope and all that, but right now I'm just doing the plants. Once I get set up at that, then I can concentrate on other things. So anyway, that's about all there is to go on with that part. Tunnel National Forest, I see, has going to raise their camping rates. I don't know to how much, but it was already $12 out at the lake, $20 if you have a boat. You know, they're just doing everything they can to suck as much money as they can out of you. So people that have boats, you know, going to shoot themselves in the foot sooner or later. You know, it's not worth buying a, you know, that big of a boat, or, you know, a big boat like that, and then, or, you know, just even a fishing boat. I'm not going to pay $25, $30 to go fishing, that's for sure. So anyway, I guess that's kind of it. I'll talk to you again very shortly. I'll see you.